6'9", Takashi.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, broadcast to the TV, man. Oh, man.
Okay, we're live, fellas. We're live.
Okay, we're live. Good to go?
Yes, let's
All
go.
right. Welcome to the Opinionated Podcast. And we are your hosts.
It is Cool Kev. How you doing?
Dash.
And I'm Big Dre. But my friends like to call me Andy.
Just created today.
Just created. And we got a special guest.
Hi, guys. It's your obnoxious goddess, Athena.
Hey, coming all the way from where?
San Diego,
San
California.
San Diego.
San Diego.
Sunny
That's where
San
the San
Diego.
Francisco treats are.
Kind of.
The most beautiful city in the world.
I thought that was San Francisco.
Yeah, it's definitely San Francisco.
Got him.
Yeah, it's okay. But, you know, same state.
The Big Apple. All right. All right. So you know what? We were going to start today with our original topic, which we'll still get to. But we're going to talk about some stuff that's been going on that's kind of in the news lately. I don't know. No matter who you are, I don't care if you're just a guy or girl talking shit at work, or if you're at home or whatever. It's a pretty big topic, and that's all the protesting, rioting, and just madness that's going on right now in the world. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I personally seen on social media, which to the point I had to put my phone down.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Very
okay,
disgusting.
so this is my belief. I believe that if you're going to protest, do a peaceful protest until shit has to be done. I don't see a need in burning down your city, you know, burning down businesses that people saved up their whole lives to build and to get, and especially if it's a minority business. Why are you doing that? You know, it's like, this is our time as minorities to get together and protest peacefully. And with me, I take it a little personal because I am a mother of Black children. And, you know, I don't feel like this is right, as in the rioting. I feel like it's just a bunch of savages that want to go out and vandalize because we've been locked up from this quarantine for so long. So everybody's acting a fool. But I'm like, go at it the right way. Why don't we follow the cops and see who they harass on a daily and just note it down and take it to your Congress? You know, that I look at it by going about it the right way. You know, not freaking tearing down shit and looting and, you know, like, why Target? Why? I expect that from Walmart, but not Target.
Oh, no. Walmart good with me.
You know, Target's my second home.
Walmart good with us over here.
Exactly. We love
Target.
Walmart.
Target a little too high in their prices, but from what I hear,
They got nice T-shirts.
yeah, they do. From what I hear, though, the CEO and one big thing is you can't really trust social media, and it's so hard because sometimes it's some shit that you really want to run with, and you know, I heard that the Target CEO has donated, like I guess I'm not sure to what cause, but something that has to do with the rioting and stuff like that. Like basically, yeah, it's messed up, but he understands.
Yeah.
And I think he can afford to do that.
Yeah,
Because there's
Oh, yeah.
millions and
Target's
millions
not
of Targets
hurting.
out there. Maybe
Yeah.
not millions, but hundreds of thousands of Targets out there that are probably doing well. But I think that with the rioting, and it's a very sensitive subject, maybe not rioting, the protesting.
Protest, yeah.
I think that it comes from a place, the anger comes from a place of, hey, we tried this, we tried this, we tried this, we try to do it your way, we try to be peaceful, we try to what's the word when you...
Well, let's hear it. There you go. Colin Kaepernick taking the knee. So many people was offended by one man taking a knee on the national anthem,
Right.
basically targeting what just happened to this man, George Floyd. So
Right.
many people was upset and outraged and can't believe that he disrespected the flag, which wasn't the case. That he disrespected the soldiers, which wasn't the case.
Right.
He disrespected America, which wasn't the case. All he was trying to do was bring light to a situation right now to prevent stuff like this from happening.
Right.
So you have that going on. Then you have people sitting in the street with because when Black Lives Matter first started off, the movement. You just had people just going out there with T-shirts and just sitting in the street marching. Nothing wasn't getting tore up. But they was labeled as thugs and they hate white people. Hey, all lives.
They got a real bad rap from people who didn't want them
you
to.
know, all lives matter, just not Black Lives Matter. It's like,
yeah, those people with the all lives matter. I get where your heart's at, but you're obtuse to the situation. Like you don't understand what we're saying. We know all lives matter, but it seems that Black lives matter a lot less than all other people's lives.
How are
Black
you going
and
to
brown.
understand a
Black and brown.
situation or circumstance that you've never had to deal with or be a part of?
That is very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't work out that way. You can't just expect someone to be like, oh, I see where you're coming from. A person can show some type of remorse or even pity for someone watching from the outside in, but you can't understand. You can't expect them to just understand or know what you're going through, especially if they only know the high life or the high points of life. You know what I mean? Or to not know racism. I mean, there's people who don't know racism because they live in a town where it's just them. You know what I mean? So all they see is what's thrown in front of them.
Right.
okay, hey, here go experiment right here. When's the first time you experienced racism? Me, it was in the 4th grade. I was at lunch. This kid was getting picked on, bullied. I went to stick up for the kids getting bullied. The other kid said, "Shut up, get out of my face, nigger."
Oh.
My response to him was, "You don't even know what that word
Right
means."
in that face.
Yeah. He said, he called me a nigger. And I said, "You know what nigger means? Nigger means an ignorant person." That's you. That was my response to him. He said, "No, my dad told me niggers are
That was
black
a high
people.
road, though.
Niggers are black people." That's what my dad told me.
Right.
This is 4th grade, mind you. So what? 4th grade, you're like 8, 9.
See, racism is taught. It's not
Exactly.
something you just given. You know,
Absolutely.
I get discriminated against Latinos because I'm not fluent in Spanish. So that's the worst that I get. But I had one experience. My son is 5 now, and we were playing. He's on a soccer league, and this kid asked his mom, "Why is that kid so dark?" And I'm like, looking around, and I'm like, "My kid's the only black kid out here in this league. Like, what am I doing?" And so his dad's Caribbean, you know, so he was like, "Well, maybe we need to start putting him, you know, in the lower income areas," because I was thinking this is a nice area. They have a good soccer league for kids. I did not realize we were the only minorities out there until that really opened my eyes. And I'm like, what am I doing to my son? How am I raising my son? You know, he's going to have to work 10 times harder than these white kids. You know, he's going to have to work 10 times harder in school. He can get the same grades, but yet still be looked down upon because of his skin color. And that sickens me that I'm going to have to talk to my son and say, you will have to tiptoe around certain people because of your skin color. You know, and this is sad. You know, I don't want to have that talk with him, but I know eventually I will.
And it's awesome that parents, it's a shame, but at the same time it's awesome that parents have to be aware and make their children aware of what's going on today, because anything could happen, especially, you know, with your child out and about, whether they're 2 years old or whether they're 20 years old. You know what I mean? They go out into the world not knowing what they're up against, and they're not going to be prepared to see, especially with times like this. I can't explain to my daughter what's literally going on because she wouldn't understand, being 4 years old, my youngest.
Yeah.
But my oldest has been through situations where she's been racially profiled at 10. You know what I'm saying? And just like you, like, I've been racially profiled on both aspects. I've been racially profiled by black people, and I've been racially profiled by white people. So sometimes I couldn't win, being half black, half Spanish, not being able to speak Spanish, or being so light skinned that you don't know if I'm black or Puerto Rican or white. But you know, you take it all in and you kind of deal with it as it comes. But it's hard to prepare your children for it, especially with them just being able to see it on television, on just regular television shows, regular life. They can see it just by turning on TV, by walking outside. Now it's just out there.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, I mean, even though people might have expressed it, it was like more hidden in a sense.
Yeah.
Now people aren't even ashamed to be that way. It's just, you know what, I'm gonna speak my mind, and that's just how I am.
That
Yeah.
and social media has been a big contributor to that. And my thing is this: show yourself. Keep showing yourself. I'm gonna go off on a rant real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go off on a rant. I was discussing with the co-host earlier, and after that, I really want to know what's going on your side of the country. So earlier, one of my friends who happened to be white, you know what I mean? Like me and him are cool, and he posted something about like the protest and stuff, and it wasn't hateful or anything like that. He was just saying about how we got to protect this country and stuff. He was in the army. Cool beans. One of his friends get on there and says, and starts talking about the riots and says, yeah, what did he say? He said, well, maybe they should take away their welfare checks. And I hope those Nikes were worth it and stuff like that. So I get on there and I don't say nothing on social media. I don't talk politics because that's not my thing. I don't like getting into arguments because I'm not good at them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I say, yo, is this your friend? Talking to my friend. Like, is this your friend talking about taking away our welfare checks? I said, say what you really mean, bro. And then they started getting on there trying to cop pleas like, oh, you know, he's not really, like, he was texting me and everything. Yo, he's not really he's not racist. And
No,
this,
he
that,
is.
and the third. I said, bro, with all due respect, fuck him. Because what he's saying, even though he's not outright saying, I think it was bullshit. He's not trying to be racist. Nah, bro, that was racist. And he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to say, oh, well, white people are on welfare. And no, we talking about semantics.
If they
You meant
divided
what you
us
meant.
and said you could take one Fred to this side of the fence, who would you take? He's not taking your hand.
Correct. Correct. Even though he'll say it, it's going to be his homeboy that he say he knew since fourth grade and all that. All right, well, you've been letting him get away with it. There's no way that he would be comfortable enough to put that on your page if you didn't allow that when y'all in private.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, this stuff is just, it's too much. And I didn't realize how much my daughter had to go through until she told me she's in Chicago with her dad. She's in a black neighborhood. She does not get accepted by the black crowd because she doesn't look black enough. She doesn't get accepted by the Latino crowd because she doesn't look Latino enough. Now she looks just like me. Let me show you. That's her.
Hey. All right.
Yeah. And
Beautiful.
stop it. No, but thanks. But yeah, because she doesn't look enough of one or the other, kids don't want to like really hang out. And I'm like, this is stupid. Like, when is this going to end? That's my thing. When is it going to end? When are people going to stop hating on each other and realize that, you know what, we were all mixed. If you want to really do a 23andMe or Ancestry or whatever, you're going to see how mixed you are.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so stop hating. We all bleed the same fucking color.
But you gotta understand where the hate come from. This is what America was built on. America was built on bloodshed, hate, discrimination against people, and everything. You think about it, the people who first came, I always gonna say, who came and stole this land from the Native Americans that were here, they were all murderers.
Discovered.
They was all murderers, poor, disenfranchised.
Yeah.
You know, they was tired of their country looking down on them. So what did they do?
Made it great again.
You come over here, you take the land, you take the land from the people, and all that hatred you experienced over there by being a low income, you take that hatred. You got tired of being bullied over there, so you will bully another person. Then you go get slaves to come build your country up, and you look at them lower humans than you are. Then the people that come over here migrates, the Germans and the Jews and the Italians and Russians, Irish, they start coming to this country. So when they come to this country, you start attacking them. So what do? They say, you know what? I look white like the white Englishman, even though I'm Irish.
Europeans. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, the Europeans.
The Irish got abused
Yeah,
too.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall in pack with them and go jump on the brown people because they can't hide their color.
Right.
They can't hide what they look like.
Right.
I can change my name. My daughter can get married to, my
Winkelstein.
Robinson.
Anything that
Yeah.
ain't black. That's how they're going to look
Yeah,
at
you
it.
can
Anything that ain't black.
Yeah,
or
you can get
Spanish
married
or
to Wesley
with
Matthews, and your name is no longer Hindenburg. You're no longer German, whatever, whatever.
Did
That
he
was
say
racist.
Hindenburg?
But hey, listen, But now you blend in with these crowds. Now we're gonna pick on these people. These
The blend is crazy. Like if you're blending in, you can participate in all of the racism and kind of hide and say, all right, shit, till the point where you like, yo, they are less than me. Yo, they less than us, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, how's everything on your side? Because as we said before, you over in San Diego. How's everything going over there? Like, how's it look?
Well, there's a part called La Mesa that they did start to burn, and right out there, that is probably about 15 miles from where I live. Today, they are doing a peaceful protest off the beach called Shelter Island area. And so far it's peaceful, but we'll see in a few. I'll check back in. I know Oakland got burned to shit, and San Jose, they're definitely rioting out there. Where else? God, LA, they started tearing up the famous farmers market in LA. And my husband was out there yesterday with his mom and our son, and I was like, you better get your ass home. So, before they block off the streets of LA, because LA is really known to block off the freeways, every freeway out there. So it's like, don't get stuck out there.
Yo, y'all set the precedent back in the day.
Yeah.
Riots. So they're not going through that no more.
Yeah.
88?
Yeah.
80, yo, wasn't that was the Rodney King?
The Rodney King one is the one I know of. Yeah.
Isn't it funny how history repeats itself?
It's so sad. And you know what? I read something. It said racism's not getting worse; it's getting filmed.
Correct. Yes. Will Smith.
You know, yeah, and that's where I was like, you know what? That is so true, because not everybody recorded it. Like, luckily, when the Rodney King thing happened, somebody was nosy enough to look outside the window and see it and film it.
Right.
You know, but now I see people antagonizing law enforcement, and I see both sides because my husband is law enforcement. So he tells me the good side, the bad side. You know, there are a lot of crooked cops out there, and that's what we need to get rid of.
Right.
You know, so that's where I'm like, I see both sides. My family sends me stuff like, oh, what does he feel about this? How about this? And I'm like, he's against it. Like, just because he's law enforcement, that's a disgrace to the badge, to everybody. You know, so like, not all cops are the same.
One bad apple.
Oh yeah.
It's fact of that. If you ever have rotten fruit in your refrigerator, have all good fruit, and you put that rotten fruit in there,
the rest of it's rotten.
Everything.
Yeah.
What happens is these bad cops get to blend in with these good cops, and some good cops do stand up and try to make a difference. And what happens to them? They're fired. Then they're targeted by their other officers.
Yeah, targeted.
And it's like, why are you targeting a man that's trying to get this bad guy out of here? Because guess what? When he goes over the edge and does something crazy, that's a bad mark on our department, on the rest of us. Now we're targeted. Hey, listen, I'm with NYPD District 13. I wasn't a bad guy that killed this guy in District 13. I just know of him. I seen my work with him.
Right.
But now my district is targeted.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now every cop that is from District 13 is all racist, and they kill people and all that stuff.
I got friends and I got family that are police and law enforcement, so it's like you see both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I think the problem is I can tell you what the problem is. One of the problems, because I don't got all the answers. Why not look at the guy, I think his name was Tong Tao. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but the guy just kind of trying to keep people back from
Oh, yeah, that fucker's got to go.
Exactly. So I always put myself in that position. Like, what would I do in that situation? Instead of saying, hey, y'all, back up. Hey, he's trying to kill that guy. He's going to kill that guy. He's can't breathe, this and that. Yeah, but you got to back up. I'm going to go over there and talk to the guy. Yo, we got him cuffed. He's on his back.
Yeah.
There's two other officers on the back of him. You don't need to do this. And if he would say something to me, I would probably push him off.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't
now he's an accessory.
Just do something?
Yep.
That's my point.
Because I'm pretty sure that all these guys got years in the force and everybody's scared of them.
Never mind. Never mind. Because then it gets into that, and I don't even want it to be like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, we getting kind of down with all this, but I just felt like it needed to be talked about because there's so much going on. There's so much on our social media feed. Now, what do you think about the fact that, because I saw a couple videos that were kind of proving this point, that they're sending like plants to incite these riots and start the violent acts so that we can start going crazy.
I don't even know. All I know is it's making us look bad as a country on top of dealing with all this corona and, every country trying to take care of itself. And then now we're tearing ourselves down. So I don't even know about that's going on right now. I'm kind of really over it because I'm like, God, this place is disgusting now. It's becoming a disgusting world. And I'm not one to be like super religious, but I think God's like, hey, you guys are doing a good job of killing yourselves off. So like, I don't need to do it. You guys are doing a damn good job of it.
That's been their plan all along, though. When they bring drugs into the country, let them kill themselves over it. When it comes to guns and stuff, yeah, we're gonna bring these in the country and let them kill themselves with them. You know what I mean?
You're doing a good job.
That's been the whole objective.
Drugs, everything.
Put it off on them. Just give it to them. They're gonna destroy themselves anyway with it.
Mm-hmm. Like a bunch of animals.
A lot of craziness going on. I just felt like we needed to talk about it. Even if we spent 20 minutes on there, or whatever, I feel like we needed to talk about it. It's very important. I like our topic, but it was very important to at least touch on this.
It is. And I mean, even if it's just one person's opinion or a million people's opinion, but it needs to get out there. Not everybody has the same views, but maybe you can open your eyes to other people's views too. So.
Absolutely. But to move from there, unless anybody else has something to add.
Let's do
Anybody else got anything to add? Okay. So, Obnoxious Goddess.
Yes.
You have your own podcast, don't you?
I do. I have my own podcast, and long story with that, it was going to be a dual show and ended up being just me, but now I teamed up with a partner and I have another show called Chismeandcocktails. And we display it every Saturday. Any type of topic that you want to discuss, we discuss. And basically, the whole thing for my podcast is to talk about things that people are too embarrassed to say. They want to say, they just don't know how to get it out there. They don't know how their people are going to view them. And me, I'm like, fuck it, all goes. So
okay.
If people want to talk about steaming their vaginas and balls, we're going to talk about it. People want to talk about keep poop with your significant other in the same room, like going to the bathroom and taking a shower together, like talk about it. Some people are against certain things, like couples and privacy. How much privacy are you allowed? So just anything out there goes. If I don't know, I like to ask people about it. Next month is Pride Month, and I definitely want to get gay couples on there because I don't know the dynamics of gay relationships, like who asks who out, who pays for what meals. You know what I mean? Like in a straight relationship, the man is supposed to, or whoever asks who out should be the one to pay for the date,
Okay.
And I want to know what it's like in a gay dynamic. So that's going to be on our show next month. So,
Okay.
but yeah.
I want to solve one thing for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
I've been married for about 9 years. Been with my wife for, what was it, like maybe 17, something like that.
Nice.
And she will never see me poop. It's
Interesting.
it just will never happen.
That's weird.
Is it because she doesn't want to, or you don't want her to?
She's tried because she's weird. So she's tried to
Gotcha.
come in. Right. She's tried to come in there when I was doing it, and I'm like, nah. I will get up and wipe so fast it'll make your head spin.
So what you're saying is, he'll have a turtle head poking out.
You wipe a turd right off.
Yo, so if you have to go really bad and she's going to the shower, you're not going.
I will go somewhere else. And that's why I always make sure I have 2 bathrooms in my house. Period.
2 bathrooms is a lifesaver.
If I gotta go, I'm going.
Drake told me a story when they was together at one time. They only had 1 bathroom, and he got the shit so bad he went to the gas station up the block.
That's terrible.
So I've never told
Did
you
you
that
run,
story.
walk, or drive?
Because another weird thing, not to make this about poop, but another weird thing about me is I do not poop in public places.
You're like a cat. You have to be in your own home.
I have to be in my own home. I was a teenager, and I took a class at a university. I was in a program at a university out here called Cheney University, where you had to stay up there and you go home on the weekends.
Whoa, dog, don't tell me you held that in the whole weekend.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
no.
real with you. I held
That
it
was the
all
weekend
week.
you went to the bathroom. The dude slid underneath your stall,
Nah.
looked up at you, right?
I held it all week, and then went to the bathroom on the weekends. I'm pretty sure that's why I don't poop right today.
That's crazy.
Pretty sure.
My husband's very open. I mean, there's no closed doors in this house. So,
Oh, wow.
or he'll be like handling business. It's like, babe, come here, let me show you something. I'm like, I can wait. Like, no, put your phone down, text it to me, screenshot it, whatever you got to do. Like, no. But when I'm going to the bathroom, oh yeah, if the conversation's good, he's going to follow me in there. And I'm like, really? You know?
That's a hell of a conversation.
Yeah.
I tell you this, if I gotta go, my girl, there's no doors that are able to be locked in my house. I can unlock them all. So if she's in there taking a shower or something, I gotta go, I will unlock the door and go to the bathroom. And there's been times where she's been scared because she'll look out of the shower and I'll be there looking at her like, yeah, I'm going. Don't mind me.
No, she was like, what is that smell?
Don't
That
mind me.
god-awful smell.
I've got really good soap, so it's hard to.
He's like,
Nah,
you good?
no,
You need something?
nah.
Sometimes it's pretty bad when
No. Somebody burn roadkill in the
Light a match, dude. Light a match.
Yeah.
that
me
doesn't
too.
work. It just smells like fire and fart.
Yeah, let's move on.
But yeah, if ever anything that you guys want to discuss, get a female's opinion on, I would love to have you guys on the show. So,
Hey, listen.
Hey, that'd be dope.
100%.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, 100%. We've been looking for the female perspective for a while. Can't let three men just go off and start. Well, our imaginations are too weird.
Yeah.
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 We got called out
Yes.
plenty of times because we don't, you know.
Oh, and before we get into something, I definitely started watching the show you told me to watch. I think you told me to watch it. Dave.
oh my
I
God,
know I
that's
said
fucking
something about that.
Yeah,
hilarious.
and I fucks with it. Funny show. I liked Lil Dicky before, but this gives me a whole new insight of Lil Dicky that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And hopefully they will make another season.
Top rated show or top comedy on FXX.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
I
up
gotta
there on
check it out. I
Hulu
like
too.
him. He's one of my
That
favorite rappers.
that shit is funny. And then they've got some appearances from some rappers like Young Thug and Gunna and YG and shit. How it plays in the storyline is kind of funny. Everybody's got their own little purpose. It's just
Quavo's
alright.
making his way into the acting world now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was on that one. He's on Blackish. What else? I forgot what else. But yeah, he's making his way into the acting scene.
I seen him on Blackish.
He
There wasn't
should.
much acting.
Or him just being him.
Yeah, he was just there.
Guys who get the bug though. If you get the bug, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
and they people want to see you. It takes a lot to get your own show.
it does.
You know what I mean? Like
It does.
They gotta see
I
something.
I was surprised that Lil Dicky got a show because I wouldn't have thought that. But I'm very glad that he did because that shit's fucking hilarious.
He's a funny guy.
He is.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
a
always
funny
been
guy.
funny, but I just, just something that it would blindsided me, honestly, TV wise.
you see the him and Chris Brown's video.
Yeah, of course.
That's how I knew like all right, this dude.
When I seen
He
him
does
do
this.
that, and when I seen the show, and then I thought about that, and I was like, oh, okay, that's how. That makes sense now.
Makes sense.
I just want to get that out there before I forgot.
All right, then. So let's move on, fellas. Maybe we're a topic today. I'm gonna put my Power 99 voice on.
You're smooth jazz.
Okay.
Nah, this, today's topic, man, it's pretty much every guy or woman in a relationship have been here in this point. It's pretty much called, are you finished or are you done?
Are you finished or are you done?
That means pretty much like your relationship, how I describe this is your relationship has ran its course. And now you're just at the point where you're just looking at this person like, why
Why am I here?
Why haven't I left yet? I'm no longer happy. Like, I am at my freaking limit. I should have been left.
For me, it's like, why are you here? Why haven't you left yet? Why are you drinking
That's
my
fucking
juice?
mean.
Why
That's
are you
so
breathing
mean.
my air?
Those are my snacks.
So,
That's mean.
so
And I'd be like, every time you wipe your ass, that's me.
I would have to leave. I'm telling you.
okay. So
I'm taking these baby wipes too.
So what does it
We're gonna talk
mean?
about that later. 'cause
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So what does that mean to everybody? Like, I know somebody, when you're done, what does it mean? Like, like you're over this person, or you just want to leave, give you a little space, a little breather? Do you want them out of your house, out of your life? Do you hope this person falls
Guess it
off a
depends
cliff?
on the severity of the situation at hand.
Yeah, if there's
Right.
kids involved, sometimes you have to sacrifice it for the normality for your kid's life. Um, Other times, comfort. You know, some people are comfortable with being treated like shit and don't know when to give up. From a woman's point, me, guilty of that situation. I am a hopeless romantic. So I have, with my ex-husband, I was with him for 12 years of my life. And he was abusive, he was cheating, he was a liar, just everything the entire time. But me being naive, that I was like, no, 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 he'll change. And he does love me, he does want me. And yeah, I was stupid. But I stayed in hopes that he would change. I stayed in hopes to be like, look at me, I am the good choice, stop cheating on me, you know. But I wouldn't trade what I went through with him for the lessons that I learned. You know, I didn't understand my self-worth. I didn't understand self-respect. You know, I didn't understand that you don't need to be cheated on. You don't need to be treated. You don't need to stay in a relationship because my parents are still together almost 50 years. So I don't know divorce life. I don't know two homes. I don't know that. So I feel like once you're married, that's it. I had old school values, but thank God that I fucking left that situation, you know, because he mind fucked me so bad that I that was part of me staying, that I was just so mind fucked. And even though he was like, you need to get out, I was like, no, I get my mail here. You can't kick me out. You know, and I stayed, and there was women in my bed, you know, like I'd go away for a weekend, come home early, and there's women in my bed that he's fucking.
Damn.
You know? Yeah, and I still stayed because I was so stupid at the time. So what does it mean? It just means like people just don't know when to let go. And the good thing is the best advice I got was from his mother, my ex-mother-in-law. She said, when you're full, you'll push away from the table. And at first I didn't know what that meant. And until I got to the point that I was like, you know what? This is too pretty to keep getting beat on. I'm done.
Absolutely.
You know, and I would go to work with black eyes and fucking bruises all over my face. And my doctors are like, what the fuck happened to you? And I'm like, shit happens, you know, and that's how I would take it. And yeah, my finishing point was I just cried, and I was like, I prayed and I was like, either give me the strength to stop crying and just deal with it, or give me the strength to leave. I left and never looked back, and that was the best thing I've ever done.
Listen,
Absolutely.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. And I've been in a great relationship for the past 10 years.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And they always say after you go through, if one door isn't open enough for you, you go through another door, you're going to find what you're looking for. You can't get through that door, you go through the window. You know what I'm saying? You're going to figure it the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Well, nothing
You're
could be
not
worse
just
than
gonna
that
stay
relationship.
stagnant. You know what I mean? And that's it, though. I mean, sometimes it's hard for you to see.
It is.
You might think that people tell you like, oh, you think it's greener on the other side, and when you get stuck in a relationship, you're like, well, damn, I could leave this relationship and something could be even worse. You know what I mean? Than what I go through now.
Right.
But you'll never know if you can fly if you never take that leap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, and it wasn't like a smooth transition of just leaving. It was like ups and downs. I was so dependent on him financially, mentally, emotionally. So when I left, it was a big shock. I was like, fuck it, I'm free. I'm finally free of him. I became like the biggest whore out there. I was just like banging everything that I was in sight. And you know,
gotta get it out.
right?
Like, oh, I've been
with
knocked
you.
down for so long. I'm with you. It's like if you've been eating vanilla ice cream all your life, and then you go to Baskin Robbins and they got 31 flavors.
Dipping in and out all day.
Let me get a little devil. Let me get a little devil. Let me get a little chocolate.
See,
let me get
a lot of people think that
cream.
it's just men that do that. Women will not unleash their inner whore, at least not even talk about it. I was
No. We know some women who
I unleashed
gone
my beast.
through some times, and they are not ashamed. I mean, listen. The one thing I've learned is that me growing up, when we were younger and we were talking about women the way we were talking about women, they were really the same as us then. When we were younger, we were just
worse.
Yeah, they were worse. But the way we,
Because we get descriptive and everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
Talk about ball hair,
like you called whores or whatever back
man
then,
bush.
but we was the same thing. You know what I mean? So at this point in age, it's like when you look back on it, it's like, oh, you're just trying to get your shit off. Everybody's been there.
That's it. Yeah. People don't talk about how men do it, because I'm gonna tell you this: when I don't know about obviously not being abused, but like going into a breakup, you want to live your best life. You want to be like, all right, let me just go out there and experience life. I wasn't able to. Let me experience it.
Yeah.
And it's fun sometimes.
It's fun.
Were you guys ever in a relationship where you couldn't get the girl out? Where she's like, no, I ain't leaving.
Shit,
Oh.
I don't think
We
so.
ain't breaking up.
No, I've been there. I had a person I was leaving, and I told her I was leaving, but I just had to stay there one more night. My stuff was getting packed up, and she was like, "You're not gonna leave me?" I was like, "Yes, I am."
She's like, you sit the fuck down.
I had to literally hide every knife I can find, sharp object, blunt object I could find in this girl's house. I did not go to sleep that night. She literally stared at me as I looked at the ceiling. She literally stared at me, and I could feel the hole being burnt in my head.
I need a skit of that.
And I'm saying to myself, if I even close my eyes for a second, I'm going to be dead.
Every time you blink, she got a little closer. You blink your eyes, she was there. Blink again, she was right in front of you.
Like,
Went to go get out the bed. What you doing?
I swear.
she went to the bathroom with you.
I want to cry. When she moved, I was like, hey, what you doing?
She's like the ghost off of Mario. Whenever he turned his back, and the motherfucking guy looked back at that motherfucker like, where you going?
Yeah, I was so fucking nervous, but I was done. At that point, I was done. And the reason I was done, I was going through something, man. I couldn't realize the person was crazy. I was going through so much. My grandfather had just died, which was like, my grandfather was everything to me. It was like my father. He was in the process of, before he passed away, he was very sick, and he was in the process of dying. And the chick I was with, he's like, I need to leave. And I wouldn't leave. I just kept staying around. It was just sex and all that other shit. It was cool. And
That's one thing that does keep people, like my ex-husband and I had a great sexual connection. And that's why it was hard to leave, because every time he fucked up, he would just come back and, stigmatize me. And, and it's just like, I was so stupid that that shit is dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I would definitely be like, okay, you didn't mean it, and that's why now these young girls, when I see if they're in shitty relationships, I'm like, it is so easy to leave. Just pack your shit and go. Start over. I left with nothing. I had a few pairs of clothes and that was it. Like a few outfits and that was it. I was like, just let me go. My divorce, I didn't fight for shit. I was like, just let me go. That was it. But after 12 years of just being treated like shit, I was like, I can't no more. And I had other relationships. I broke hearts. I've been treated like shit, and I'm just like, I'm done. Now that I'm stable, this is like the most stable relationship I've been in. I'm like, oh, wait, I haven't had to make a move, make a run. I haven't had to pack my shit.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is nice. So
Absolutely.
yeah, sometimes it's scary because I'm like, I don't want it to end, like it's just my, my past haunts me sometimes.
The other shoe is not going to drop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you're
Put that
good.
bitch in a box and put it up.
You're good.
So we're gonna move, so the transitioning from that, I'm guessing there's range of emotion people go through. I know the emotions I was going through when I was done. I'm like I can't stand this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would come home when I was done with a person, like I'm at the point of being done. I would sit in my car and literally look at my front door.
Oh man.
Every man has been there, probably every woman too. Which I'm looking at my door saying, do I really want to go in this house? Is there somebody I can call or house I can go to right now that's up?
Yep.
That I go stay there for a few hours and bug the shit out of them before I walk in this fucking door. Like
I don't even have to be living together. They could call your phone and you see their name on the phone and be like,
Ugh.
I'm not trying to answer this.
Now, have you guys been in a situation where you were broken up with and you're like, wait, why?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that usually involves, and forgive me, we talk like this, another man's penis.
Yeah. Normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on my side. And I
It can't
was
be
a kid.
just women being like the ones like, why are we being broken up with? It's got to be the guys too. But you guys don't show emotions the way we do.
No, we show.
by ourselves.
We're gonna tell you. I'm gonna put this out there. We do show emotion, but it's like we're in the world. Is like, hey, fuck her. I don't care. Everybody sees us, but we're at home. We're probably fucking crying. Looking at
Crying.
4 walls, no TV on,
Stalking you.
No
Like
Call of
that
Duty.
one song that played that remind you of some dumb shit that happened. You be like, oh man,
Here it goes again.
here it goes again, reminiscing.
Like, I don't know how many times I had a girl break up with me. I literally would come home and just wouldn't turn the TV on, would just sit in the fucking room from light till it got dark. I'm just literally.
How many times does that happen? You say you can't count?
I can't. It happened once, and it was kind of my. It was kind of my fault.
times.
It was kind of my fault. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker really left me. Like, what am I gonna do? Like,
What made
am I
her
gonna do
done?
with my life? Like, I don't know nobody. She was everything to me, but now I'm sitting here, lonely as shit, looking at these walls. I don't want to talk to nobody, but nobody ever call me. I want people to check up on me, but don't call me.
Like, know that I'm okay, but just don't ask me.
Don't call me, please.
Please, listen. I want somebody like you're not the one I want to call me. It's her who I want to call me and say, listen, let's make it better.
Now, I go into stalk mode. Maybe you could tell me if you ever been in that situation. I go into stalk mode fast, and I don't mean real stalking. I mean like when the social media age is around. It's like, all right, let me see what you're doing. Let me see what you're doing. Oh, she posted that picture. Oh, she having fun? You ain't supposed to have fucking fun. What you doing having fun? We supposed to have fun together.
You ain't supposed to be fun without me.
Never.
You're supposed to be just as miserable as
Just
I
as
am
miserable
right now.
as me,
You're
even though
supposed
you
to be
broke
home
up with me.
thinking about the times that we shared, bitch.
Even though you broke up with me, you're supposed to be miserable too. Okay.
And then what do? You try to find something fun to do so you can post a picture of your damn. So like, bitch, you ain't the only one that got fun. Told you, bitch, we have fun together. What do we
Different
not?
time.
At all what you're doing.
No. You posing.
Nah, not fun.
Fraudulent the whole time. And then when you're done, you like, let me post this.
You're like,
Yep.
Oh man, she look like she's
That's
still
right,
having
you
better fun
said.
than me. What would do?
I had a standing gym membership for about 20 years just to be able to go back to the gym when we break up. Just a standing gym membership. Oh, you're back again? Oh, okay.
Jay single. He's back.
Nah, but believing a person, that is like the emotion. That is the best feeling in the world when you're done and you leave and you're like, oh my god.
You ever stalk anybody?
Who, me?
No.
Oh.
I know your secrets.
I want to say
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've looked up exes because
Mhm.
now that I'm mature and I'm happy, I was like, maybe I should apologize to these motherfuckers that I hurt. And then I was like, nah, fuck them. You know, because if I can't find you right away, I'm like, nah, fuck it. I don't need to say shit to you. So
No, don't do
it's
it.
been like 2 decades. So fuck it.
Oh man.
But I was going through a period of my life where, you know, I found my Zen and I was meditating and I was peaceful. And even my girlfriends were like, are you fucking medicated? You know, but I just
I'm
got
meditated.
right.
Oh.
I'm digmatized. So
What'd you say? You said I'm
Digmatized.
digmatized.
it's when you get that good dick and it just nothing else in the world just matters. Yeah, that we get like that, you know. You know when you guys get some good stuff and you're like,
Oh yeah.
On a cloud.
yeah, seriously.
They're usually the ones who don't become our girlfriends.
Yeah, they're the ones that I stalk.
they're like, oh, they give it to you good, and you just let them know you got some good pussy. It's like, guess what? You messed
They're
up.
all,
You supposed to act
gotcha.
like this was trash.
I'll never tell them.
Girl.
You'll never tell. Why would I tell you? You don't know. You know already.
You should know if you say, fuck. If you're hitting, you like, oh fuck.
See, you know it. You know how good it was is right when you're done. How they lay in position. If they're like kind of sitting up, then you're like, okay. But if they're laying down exhausted, we're like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, see, they know.
That's the trick.
Yeah,
Sit
that's
up
the way
every
you know.
time. Even though I can't feel my legs, just sit up every time.
Jay gonna be sitting up.
Just try to
using
balance.
all the power he can. Just that little twitch in the leg, trying to hold it together.
If she's really skilled, she'll see the twitch.
She'll sense it.
Like,
That foot
No,
sense.
so TMI,
Look
but
like
the other
Michael J.
day,
Fox on the bed.
Oh my god.
my husband did this weird side lay, like we're good, and I'm like, the fuck you laying like that? I was like, okay, whatever. Next time I'll only give you 5 minutes instead of 7. So
Nah. Give him the whole 7.
I obviously didn't wear you out this time. So
And then when he thinks it's over, then you keep going and fuck his whole head up.
Like,
You do that, you are the devil if you do that. Yeah, if you do
Fuck
that,
his
you're
whole
the
head
devil.
up. Wait, what are you doing?
And let me tell you how you know you got him. If he jump back in that motherfucker after you know what I'm saying? Not to get graphic, but if he jump back in that motherfucker and keep going, yeah, it's a wrap. You
It's
got
a
him.
wrap.
Yeah, you got him.
It's called the hook, line, and stinker.
If I could walk out this room, I would walk
Yeah,
out.
you know what emotion have y'all guys going emotions like me staring at the door? Like what emotion like y'all know y'all been over somebody and y'all like, you know what, this fucking asshole.
I think because the question is, what emotions do you go through? For me, if I'm done, it's lack of emotion.
Yeah.
And
When you turn numb to somebody,
yes,
you're done.
right. That's
Oh,
for
yeah.
me.
Sometimes it became competition for me. Like, oh, you think you're gonna find better? Let's. Now I got somebody else. Let's see. You look like you're doing worse than I am.
But that's when it's done.
Is that the Latino in you?
What are you talking about?
You're still in the
and-
relationship before you walk out the door. Like I said, I'll be numb. Sometimes I'll just be like going through emotions. Like, you know what? I'm already plotting my next move in my head. Like this is just.
I'm probably more irritated.
Yes.
I'm irritated that I'm in this position with you. I feel like there's been a lot of time wasted, and I feel like you're just a silly bitch at that point. You're just a silly bitch.
Silly
and
goose.
I'm irritated with you.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what to do next because this is it.
Yeah.
And it'll
So
never
how
be
do
the
you
way
guys
you're
tell a
irritated.
girl that you're done? Are you guys one of those, or the soft, like, you know what, this ain't working? Are you like, you know, bitch, I can't do this?
You want to hear a funny one? I actually, she came home and my shit was completely gone.
I've done that.
I hit Houdini on this hoe. Like, figure out why you don't see a fucking
Still
thing that
looking
belongs to me in this house at all.
Besides
Nothing
dust
in this
marks
house
where they were.
resemble my shit.
She's still looking for him right now. She wondering where the hell he went.
I Houdini.
There's got to be a sock somewhere.
No. I literally had my
What was that? The total video where you came home and all Ed Lover shit was all gone?
Yeah, he started going
That's
crazy.
how Kev did that. You was like, Kev, you took the goddamn Fruit Loops.
No, I just bounced.
That's something Kev would do.
I had my shit
Kev would do
plotted.
that.
Kev, you took the fruit. Oh my God, you took the tea.
She
The
would do
bags of tea.
Like, I
Can't
done,
believe her won.
I done that, or I just tell like, look, man, I'm done. Like, well, what? You know, the thing with y'all females, we tell y'all it's over. Y'all want to convince us to say so bad. I'm like, yo, get off of me. Oh, let's have sex one more time. No.
Oh, that's because they try to hit that. Yeah, they try to hit you with that just to see if you going to lay down or not.
One last time, baby. Just one last time.
Like, you may do it a few
I've said
times
that.
and you will stay.
I like no. I've done it last time, and it was the last time. Like, oh okay.
Was there a
Then you
trap
gotta
baby
give
out of
them-
it?
Then you gotta give them the max out, and then when you're done for the last time, like, and that'll be the last time you'll ever receive the max.
You announced
out.
that? You announced that to her? This is the last time. And she's putting her, this is the last time. No more. Goodie shop closed.
Good luck masturbating.
I
Thinking about this.
I would I would probably say the lack of, like, if I'm numb, I'm not really, like, I get annoyed about shit, but more like I'll put it in a fucking box somewhere as far as myself. Like, if I get annoyed, I'm just like, whatever. She talking to you about whatever, yo. Oh, word? They killed your cousin? Damn.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Nah,
They'll be like, I love you. And
Start
you're
saying
like,
random
crazy.
disrespectful shit. You had to do something.
Oh, word? That dude tried to talk to you? You should probably call him. Like, it's just nothing really affects you until they get the point most of the time.
Yeah.
You hope they just leave on their own.
You hope they just leave on there. I think that's what the numb shit do.
Nah, I don't like going through that phase because with the numb phase, then they still talking to you, and then my irritation level
the point.
arises even more.
Yeah.
Nah, I like the point to be gotten to the point. Like, all right, this ain't working. We out of here, and that's it. Because then if you have to prolong the inevitable, like now you know what I mean, y'all still together, y'all still staying together, or y'all work together, or you know she trying to pick up
That's bad if you
conversation.
work together.
All that shit is gonna make it even worse. You know what I mean? Down the line, it's gonna make it not necessarily harder for you to leave, but an even worse breakup, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now y'all.
It's tough to live with
Before
someone when
it
you're
was just like,
completely numb.
Say it again.
It's tough to live in the same household. Like the last few months with my ex-husband. So long story short, we met in Vegas. We're in Vegas forever. Moved to Chicago to work on our marriage as he got a better job. And so we still owned our house in Vegas. So by the time I got to Chicago, he went a month ahead. He already had a girlfriend lined up, and I was his wife. So by the time I got there, I found out about her, and I'm like, what the fuck? I could have just stayed. Like, why the fuck did you make me come out here? So anyway, he was struggling to pay the rent and all the bills and still our mortgage. And he's like, I need help. I'm drowning here. I'm like, well, you should get a second job then. Like I just got to that point, and then we would fight. And he was the one that would always cry suicide, like, oh, I'm just going to kill myself. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to give you about 2 hours. I'm going to take the kids and then just go handle your shit. Like it got to that point.
Yo, I have a story like that. The one I said I hit all the knives, like she would fake seizures. And I would feel so bad. I'd be calling the ambulance and shit. The last time she did that shit and I was done, I looked at her and said, bitch, you gonna die today.
Right. Swallow your own tongue.
Sleep. Like,
You gonna die.
You're gonna die today if you have a seizure.
I don't know how I would deal with that.
She will fake a seizure. I said, bitch, you're gonna die today. You see this seizure for real. You're gonna die today.
You had the real Michael J.
You are
Fox.
going to turn blue in this motherfucker. You're gonna turn blue. When they find you, you're gonna be fucking blue.
She
That's 'cause you
looked like
died
she was
from
in a P. Diddy and Mace video.
Yeah.
What?
Harlem shaking throughout that.
All right. No disrespect to anybody.
Make this money. Take this money.
No disrespect to anybody who has went through that, because I think that you can push a person can be pushed to that point, especially if they're not mentally stable.
Yeah.
But
That's
if
crazy.
you keep threatening, if I'm done with you, yeah, go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna call an ambulance, but I'm gonna leave. So when they come
leave.
here, I'm gonna leave the door open for them so they can just come right in and get to work.
I literally sat there in that bed and I watched her do this fake ass seizure shit, and I just stood. And
You're
looked
like,
at her.
you done yet?
Yeah, that's
Should
basically
have
how.
poured cold
She
water
act
all
like
over.
She act like she stopped breathing.
Nah, bro.
And I wanted to see how long she could stop breathing for. Next thing you know, you took this big gas of air, like,
Nah.
your ass came back to life. I see.
Kev told me a story where he said she did that because she used to do that all the time. This is like, it might have been right after or it might have been during. And he said that she would like do it. She would be on the bed and do a seizure, just, and then she would stop. Start again.
No, let Dre tell it good.
And then she would stop. So I guess he used to be like go over to her and all this stuff. And they said the last time where it just got to be too much, she did that and she stopped and this nigga turned the lights off and just walks out the room. I said, "Oh, you cold."
Taking this mirror
You're
in your
cold,
nose.
man.
At that point, I was done in a relationship. I just couldn't take it anymore. I said, you know what? This is your way of always keeping me here, and I want to leave. Listen, I'm not gonna get charged for murder. You just fucking croaked out.
I'm not gonna get charged for murder.
How many times have you
I
been
know
in that
nothing.
relationship?
A lot. Like it didn't start happening until I wanted to leave the relationship.
Did it happen more than you can count on one hand?
It happened though. It happened on enough. It happened like 4 times. And every time I got so scared and paranoid. I didn't know. I'm like, oh, she really have seizures. She's telling me I have seizures and all this and these attacks. So I'm nervous. I'm trying to get her breathing. I'm calling the cops, ambulance, and all this.
Okay.
I'm going through this shit.
So she told you that shit before y'all was like
No,
serious?
Kev.
She let you know that ahead of time? Like she was prepared?
That ain't nobody prepared me for shit.
Well, she's doing that to see how much you care, to see if you're going to take care of her, and
Yeah,
you're all stepping over her.
Nah, fuck her.
She went through the seizure. I was like, oh my gosh, I'll stay. I didn't want you to go through this. That's just horrible. But when I was done, I knew I was done.
Did I trigger your seizure? I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
When you think about it medically, yeah, she was just tripping. It's like, wait a minute, you're mad at me, so you're gonna have a seizure.
Because I have a friend. He's a good friend of mine who's gone through seizures, and he's had his shoulder's broken from that shit. You know what I mean? From going through a seizure, and that's my dog. And I mean, good to see him doing great at this point in his life, but that's disrespectful to the people who really do have to go through that shit because they don't
Yeah.
want to go through that
I
shit.
used to have, when I was a kid, I used to have seizures. My mom, when I would get to, when I used to cry, like they wouldn't want to make me upset, I would cry, I would stop breathing. Not on my own, but I couldn't breathe. And this was when I was a kid. So I went through seizures as a kid. So I experienced this before. So I knew how dangerous this shit can be. But by the fourth time, I realized this is a fucking scam. So the very last time she did it.
Oh, you're talking about her now.
I'm talking about her.
you
No,
now.
I wasn't. I'm talking about her. Like, I know what a seizure is. But
Okay.
I realized I was getting scammed by her. So the final time she did it, I literally watched this motherfucker, like he said, shake and then stop breathing. And I proceeded to leave. Like, I don't give a fuck. They will find you blue in this motherfucker if you don't breathe.
That's some good acting because faking a seizure, it's like a little embarrassing on the acting side. So,
She did not give a fuck. She was crazy. I don't wish nothing bad. I don't wish nothing bad on this person, but she was crazy. But it was just, she was so crazy. We was having so many issues. I was like, I am done. Like, I have to get out of this shit. And that's the person, like I said, the person that came home to my shit magically, deliciously gone was her.
Yo.
Nigga,
what?
Did you just lucky charms your way out of the crib?
now back to
being sound
being
effects.
back to being done. It's not just relationships though, because you can do that with your friends too. Like I reached the level of friendship with a really good friend of mine, and I've let her go because our communication was only one-sided for like the past 2 years. So with that, I mean, and it was nothing. We never had a falling out. It's just I got tired of reaching out all the time to my girlfriend. And every time that we would talk, it was something negative about her life, her relationship, whatever she was going through. And I'm like, dude, can you just have a positive conversation one day? And so I just reached a point in our friendship that I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this no more, and it does feel like a breakup still, but it's, like, I think you can be done in friendships, with your family, with relationships, just any kind of situation, so, because I know we've been just talking about relationship stuff, but have you guys ever had a falling out with your friends?
Yeah, well, I have fallouts with family, and then, like, it's a good segue to the next topic. We've been leading up to that, me being done with a person. It was just like, this person was always fucking negative. And I'm like, you know what? You do negative shit, this person shits on people, and you will always forgive it because you're like, oh, that's just the way they are.
Yeah, that's not an excuse.
One time, this person just took it way too far, just overstepped their boundaries. And I'm like, you know what? You're my family. I don't wish no bad on you. I wish you the best. I love you. I care for you, whatever. But I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. I don't deal with you. Don't say shit to me. Keep it going the other way. I hope everything in life you want that you get and you achieve it. I hope you become a better person. But I'm done with you. We're done. And yeah, so I've been there. Like, and it was just because they was just a fucked up person. It was just a shitty person. They were just shitty. Everything they did to people was shitty. Backstabbing, conniving, scheming, plotting. It's just a horrible person. But you're their family, so you're like, you know what? This is my such and such. This is family. Like, you think you're supposed to be there for family thick and thin, but I was like, I gotta cut you the fuck off. Like,
I've cut my sister off.
Damn,
my sister and I, we're 7 years apart. She's 7 years younger, and she's just a shitty individual. Like, she just came out the womb angry. You can't tell her anything because then she gets defensive and wants to fight. Like, we fist fight all the time, and I'm fucking 40. The last time I fist fight her, I think it was like 5 years ago. But she just gets riled up to that point. But she knows how to get under my skin and just act ignorant. And just to shut her up, I just got to hit her in her mouth, So, but with her, I'm like completely numb, completely shut off to her. That when she had this suicide attempt, her boyfriend at the time called me. He was like, I don't know how to get a hold of your parents, So I was like, all right, let me call my mom. And I was like, hey, Mom, she's in the hospital because she tried to kill herself. And then it just hung up. But I was like, I think my parents should know what's going on. But yet she got mad at me for her boyfriend reaching out. It was like, how does he have your number? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
You tried to kill yourself over your relationship, but you're mad that I'm the only name in your phone that he recognizes. So he reached out to the family. But with her, she's just so ignorant that I can't deal with her. So I had to like just cut her off from my kids. She's just a toxic person, and I don't need that in my life. You know, I've reached the level of peace in my life that I'm like, I don't need nobody toxic, nobody negative. If you're not here to stimulate my mind, be on my side with everything that I got going on, I can't fuck with you.
That's fair.
You know? Yeah. And that's why I feel like my circle, I'm losing friends, but I'm really just reevaluating my friendships. So my circle of friends is really small and really tight, like a butthole. So
Not all buttholes are tight.
It's an interesting way to put it.
Nah, as I say, it's like a frog's ass, and a frog ass is waterproof. So.
I've never seen
Another fun fact on Opinionated Podcast.
You guys had what events leaded up to you people like you guys saying, you know what, I'm fucking done. Like, like this is it. The event.
Insecurity.
That's a major issue.
Insecurity.
I can only tell you that you're great for so long. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? If you don't get it,
you're never
you know
gonna
what I'm
get
saying? And then
yeah.
It's so many things that go with insecurities though. Not just about looks. It's like it's other things that go with it too.
I'm
But
talking
that's a strong
within
thing.
a relationship, within yourself, within what we're building.
Thinking
you know
you're
what I mean?
cheating or something like that.
Yeah, anything like that. It's just after a while, it all starts to combine. You know what I mean? And you just kind of get tired of feeling like you have to look over your shoulder for something that you either ain't even worried about doing, or if you want, like I know you've been in situations where like, damn, if I feel like I'm going to get. You got it, Kev? There you go. Right put it on your chest.
You can back it up.
Sorry.
You don't need to put it on your chin. It
Turn,
doesn't need to
it'll
stay
be
there.
loud as hell.
I'm sorry.
That's
I was
funny
trying
as
to be.
shit.
I was trying to be incognito.
That's why we need lapel mics, but we can't
Yeah.
afford them.
Yeah,
It's all like
$20. I can. We'll talk about
about
that.
to say,
Yeah, they're $20.
We can definitely afford it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you're gonna say I'm doing something, or if you're gonna insinuate something, I might as well be doing what you think I'm doing instead of me.
Wow, you
Fighting.
gonna go cheat?
Nah, that's how you feel though. Like, yo, I might as well be doing. You know what I mean?
because
Like,
they're gonna drive
you gonna
themselves
say I'm
crazy.
doing this, that, and the third. I'm telling you, I'm not doing this, that, and the third. You
keep
constantly
jerking
doing
off.
that.
I am.
That's it. I might as well go do it. Fuck it. But at that point, you're like, man, fuck that. This shit is over.
Yeah. And then you reach a
That's
point in
what
your
we
life, you're like, fuck it, I can't.
Yeah, you be like, I'm tired of this. You accusing me of cheating. My girlfriend accusing me of cheating. What do you want me to do? I'm only one man. It's too much pressure, but nah. It's
Got
a lot of
Wednesday
stuff that
dick on
goes
a
up.
Thursday.
That goes with that.
So we like brushed this subject. I mean, and we again, it's pretty much why won't you leave? So we had dickmatized, and for us, pussymatized.
Pussymatized.
What does that mean?
Razzmatazz. We'll talk about dickmatized. I want to know more about that in a little bit so I can master the art of dickmatizing. Pussymatizing. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. How you was like, yo, one more time, one more. I've done that. I've been the guy to say, yo, just just come back over. I was young. Just come back over and like, you know what I mean? Just come over one more time. Just come over one more time. You know what that means? Because you think I'm going to rock this motherfucker's world and she ain't going to want to go nowhere. Nowhere. Yeah, I was wrong. She didn't come over and none of that happened. And yeah, she just kept it moving. Maybe she was done.
My pussymatized was I had a girl I was done with.
There it is.
Yeah, and there she go right there calling you.
Nigga, that was my daughter.
My badness.
Out of pocket.
My
Listen,
badness.
no, I got dickmatized by a chick one time with this
No.
No.
You got
You got
pussymatized.
pussymatized.
Pussymatized. Yeah, my bad.
Fuck.
Listen to me. I got pussymatized.
Kev got
Shit,
dickmatized.
Get it out.
You said it. We was trying to save you, my nigga.
We're saving you.
But she was a squirter. Like, it was just crazy. Like she can work her muscles and all this shit. She can ride and knees wouldn't get tired. Yeah, knees wouldn't get tired and nothing. And I'm like, yo,
knees wouldn't get tired. Get them good knees.
She had Kegel knees. She Kegled her knees. Can't answer in the text. It's from your daughter, so I ain't gonna fuck with you. But yeah, it's a lot of that. Like when it comes to pussymatizing, it is a cruel tactic developed by these women to keep you there.
We know how to throw it on you. We'll fuck you like a prostitute. So.
But why not through the whole relationship?
No, we can't give you all because then we have to save it up for special days and for fights and makeups and when you're about to leave.
You just save it up for that day. Like, well, I got something for you, something for you right now. So what about this dickmatizing that keeps you from leaving? Like, what does that involve?
It's just so good. It's just like all the right spots are hit, all the attention's on you. You ain't got to do shit. You can lay there like a plastic fuck doll, and he just does all the work, and it's good. It's good where you're like, all right, babe, I'll give you another chance. You know, and it's like it mind fucks you because it's just they hit it exactly like they're supposed to. It's like the ideal sex. You know, the ideal, like, oh my God, he's going to eat that shit like it's his last meal, you know, and it's amazing. Like all that shit just freaking makes every other emotion just go away. So it's dangerous. It's a dangerous game.
They should teach that. They should teach that at the local colleges, how to properly dickmatize all women.
Right.
That's the whole segment. Y'all get notes?
Nah, we get everything you was doing on the thing. Yeah. Dickmatizing. I was talking to her about what qualifies as a good dickmatize.
Oh yeah.
And she was explaining it, and I learned a couple things, but I think that I don't know. I eat it like it's my last meal anyway.
You got to eat that ass too.
You gotta eat everything, right? You gotta eat everything on your plate.
We talked about this before. Yeah,
we did talk.
You gotta lick that plate, man.
It's kind of a normal thing. That's why these guys don't drink after me.
Yeah, I do it all. I mean, and like I said, you can't do that every session.
Wander down there, and I don't intend on it. My girl's not into it.
Kev's never been dickmatized.
Nah. Well, at least one of us hasn't.
Or he's never been pussymatized. He don't know what it means.
Oh no, have I been pussymatized?
Yeah, that motherfucker been pussy. Me and him almost had a fallout because he got pussymatized.
I don't.
Yes, you did.
We talked about it before.
She put them blinders on you.
Threatened not to take him home. You remember that?
This motherfucker threatened me not to take me home.
Tell the story. Fuck it. Tell it again.
I'll tell the story.
Good.
Yeah, Kev was messing with this female, the other Kev.
I was driving?
No, he wasn't driving. He was messing with a female.
That made it worse. I wasn't
Her
there.
brother gets locked up.
Okay, now I know the story.
Kev calls me to bail somebody out. So I said, cool, I have no problem with this shit. So we go to speak to the person. We go to speak to bail the person out. So the lawyer explains this, if he doesn't show up in court, you're not getting your money back. At that point, I said, fuck that shit. Kev says, what motherfucker? I said, Kev, if it was you, I would do it in a heartbeat. Losing money, I don't care. I don't know this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what, Kev? You're a fucked up motherfucker. I said, Kev, you don't understand. If it was you, it was cool. Nah, fuck that motherfucker. You should do. I said, yo, you got one more time to call me a motherfucker. Don't call me a motherfucker no more. No, I'm just saying, Kev, I can't believe you did this to me. Fuck that. You know, I don't know how the fuck you get home. I told Kev and the boy, the Kev wasn't driving, but there was another guy riding with me. I said, I don't give a fuck what you say or what this motherfucker driving this car say. Y'all taking me the fuck home. How are we going to do this?
How are we going to do it?
That means either you're going to take me home or somebody going to get boop-bopped and sit in the backseat and I drive us all home. Boop-bopped. But he was dickmatized by a chick. This chick had him going crazy.
All right. We joking, but we mean pussymatized.
Pussymatized.
We mean pussymatized.
Yeah, Karen keeps saying dickmatized.
Karen was dickmatized. Karen with a strap on.
Karen don't know the difference anymore.
I'm telling you, man, that shit makes you stupid.
I think another, like, if you want to walk into it, self-worth.
Knowing your self-worth.
Knowing your self-worth also comes and handy when you're going through something like that.
Because I ain't gonna lie, my marriage I just ended, like I had no self-worth. Like this bitch made me feel like I was shit.
That's part of it.
But that's because I was so much of not an ass. Yeah, I could say I was an asshole in my previous relationship, and at that point I was trying to turn over a new leaf and be this better person and all this other shit.
That was your first problem.
And this person that I married, I was like, I'm gonna change over a new leaf. I'm gonna be a tamer version of myself, and I dialed myself back, and this person took full fucking advantage of the situation, like, and made me feel like shit, like bad.
They just fed off of it.
Yeah, fed off of me just being this nice person. And I'm like, this is fucking crazy. Like, I can't believe that me trying to be a nice guy for a change turned out this person, saying, hey, you ain't shit, you need me. If without me, you wouldn't be this. Without me, you wouldn't be that.
Did that create the asshole Kev that we all know and love today?
No, this is recent. I've just always been an asshole, but I just dialed back my assholeness for this person. I really just became a punk, and as I say in my head, because I'm like, I never been that type of person. Like I always been like a strong person, but I'm like, maybe I'm Aries, so I'm like, maybe my giving off these strong vibes, maybe I need to dial this shit back some. And I did that. I let my guard down, and this person took full fucking advantage. Now she's a stalker.
To this day?
It's fucking crazy.
She be stalking?
To this day?
Crazy's batshit. I'm just saying she ain't a stalker, but she's crazy.
How crazy is bat shit?
Nah, it's pretty crazy.
It caused coronavirus, as he said.
Yeah. I knew where that was going all day.
Yeah, the self-worth, you have to really reach a low point in your life before you really understand, I think, in my opinion, because otherwise, where do you go? Like I had to be so mentally fucked before I was like, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like feeling like this. I don't like being treated like this. What am I going to do about it? How am I going to change? And then I was like, you know what? I take care of your kids, like going down the list to myself. I feed everybody in this motherfucker and I still get treated like this. I was like, But it just had to do a lot more with what was going on, my relationship, how I felt, because the moment that I started speaking up, he had an issue. The moment I was standing up for myself, he had an issue with that, and the abuse got worse. So I was like, oh, you don't like somebody outspoken that'll call you out on your shit. Okay. All right. But now, you can't get me to shut the fuck up. You can't get me to back down if I'm fighting for something that I believe in. Just my self-worth is just so amazing that I feel I wanted to talk to young females that are in horrible relationships and be like, you know what? You don't need to be treated like this. Girlfriends, yeah, we joke around, we call each other bitch and whore, but it's like terms of endearment. But when a guy is talking to you like that, it's different. They're starting to riot not too far from my house, by the way.
I just heard that.
Yeah.
Car crash or some shit.
Yeah, it's all over downtown San Diego now. So I was like, oh, great. I guess I'll stay home.
Yeah, be safe out there, definitely. Wow.
I just heard that.
Yeah, we heard that. I thought you had a pterodactyl in your back. I was ready to get out. Like, wait a minute.
But yeah, so I think it's important to teach kids early your self-worth. Don't let people talk down to you. Don't let people call you anything outside your name. Don't let people give you nicknames if you don't like it. Just stand up for yourself. So, and it starts at an early age. And the one thing is my mom, we don't have the best relationship. She broke me down more than built me up. So I had to do all this shit on my own, just finding out who I am. And I think that's why I ended up in a shitty relationship, because I didn't know any better. I have a great dad who taught me, right from wrong. But when you, as a female, looking up to your mom, and she's just like, you're not going to end up being shit. All I want you to do is get out of my house as soon as you're 18, figure it out on your own. And I'm like, the fuck? So now that I have a 17-year-old daughter, I'm like, do not depend on anybody else. Do everything for yourself, because you don't want that rug snatched from under you. And you're like, where do I go from here?
Right.
So, but yeah, that's something we have to definitely teach our kids at an early age. So, and then sometimes it's unfortunate that we don't discover our self-worth till later in life.
It's
Some people never do.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's facts about that. But yeah, it's just it's sad, and it's sad that some people, like I said, my last relationship, she preyed on that shit. Like I just, you know, everybody sees me, they know me as an asshole, but deep down, I'm very.
I don't know.
It was a person that used to call me. She knew
You're
me
my
pretty
best
well.
friend.
But she used to call me a Pop Tart. I'm like, why the fuck you keep calling me a Pop Tart for? She was like, because a Pop Tart. She was like, you're hard on the outside, but you're soft in the middle. When I get to know you, you're a really loving person.
I'll punch you right in the face.
Nah,
I told her there ain't much inside of a motherfucking Pop Tart.
it's Pop Tart is sweet, it's soft, it's nice. It's the
That was a major insult.
Nah, it wasn't an insult.
Pop-Tart.
dog.
Yeah, it was.
Ain't no fucking.
You old
I didn't
Pop
take
Tart
this
ass
shit as-
nigga. Pop Tarts ain't even really
Fuck up.
hard on the outside
Oh.
either.
That's an
They
insult.
break
It's not a
easily.
fucking insult, dog.
That she.
Pop Tarts break
But she
easily.
didn't have the way she explained
You should
it. She was
revisit
like, you're
I
hard
get
on
it.
the outside, but you're really kind and soft.
See, I
on the
relate to the
inside.
crab. I'm a
And she
Cancer.
was like, bitch, what you mean by Pop Tarts? No, hold on,
Yeah,
wait a
you're
minute.
hard on the outside and you're strawberry jelly on the. That's all I hear when you say that.
This is fucking
Diabetes
shit.
on the inside.
But that sounds crazy.
These two
Look,
dickheads that
if
I
my
work
wife,
with.
if my wife came in and said, "Yo, you a Pop Tart," first thing I do, get out. Just get out, pack all your stuff. Alrighty, you'll never see me shit in your life. Now. You'll never see
This
that.
comes
Dead
from
bolt
the same
means
guy
doors.
who just got kicked off a fucking live we doing by his wife because she
Yes.
said, "You better turn that motherfucking shit off."
Because I am terrified.
Yeah, so she can call this motherfucker Pop Tart and nothing will happen.
It won't.
Exactly. So
Maybe
but
I'm
that's the
He'll
type-
get out.
That's the type of vibe I gave off. Like I was always I had a I don't give a fuck about nothing attitude. Like people would say shit to me like, all right, whatever. Who gives a shit? Like you're an asshole. Okay, thank you, bitch. Like what's up?
Thank you.
What are we doing now?
Thank you, bitch.
What are we doing now? We about to go have fun or what? I just called you a bitch. I don't care about that. Like,
Care about the knock us off air.
but
Karate chopping shit. What
But-
the fuck is going on?
for this my relationship that I was in, I just let that whole guard down for this person. Like I just gave them. I thought I had to give them the nice me, and they said, "Fuck the nice you. I'm gonna chew that shit up like fucking bubble gum, spit it the fuck out, step
Like
on
bubble
it,
gum.
and let a dog piss on it."
Now, you know how people say, like, oh, I trust somebody 100%. Do you give people 100% of you?
This was the first time before never. No, hell no. I was always guarded. It would be in increments. And this was the first time that I said to myself, you know what? Maybe by me always holding back my relationships, it don't turn out the way I want them to. So let me give 100% at the beginning and see how it goes. And by me being so honest and trustful and giving them 100%, that person said, oh, this is what you gave me everything I wanted. And now I'm going to take full fucking advantage of it.
Mhm.
I'm like, yo, you don't.
I've learned that with my ex-husband because I gave him 100%. And when we split, I didn't know how to
No.
be an individual. So now I feel like I give 50% to people, whether it's friends, family, whatever. I'll give you 50% because it leaves room for error and growth.
You're supposed to, even though I just went through that, and that was a bad experience, because I don't know if I ever told y'all guys this, but I was like contemplating like, yo, I don't belong here no more on this earth.
You always belong on this earth. Don't ever
But
feel that way.
In my mind, in the back of my mind, I never been that depressed in my life. Like,
I feel you.
not only was I going through a shitty relationship and getting tore down, like I had lost everything. I always had everything. I always had my own place, my own vehicle, money in my pocket, a job. I lost all of that. I mean, all that while dealing with this person. I lost everything. So I'm starting from scratch again. So I'm like, yo, not only did I lose my job, my car got repoed. I can't pay my bills. Fucking, I'm behind on shit. I got locked up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just going through turmoil. And I'm like, you know what? It'd probably be better if I'm not here anymore. Nobody see what and nobody knew what I was going through because I always, when everybody see me, they see me with a smile on my face. I think nobody has ever seen me without a smile. Only real people knew what I was going through was like my dad and my mom. but they like the person so much. It was like, hey, just tough it out.
Tough it out. And
Tough
shit.
it out.
No.
This, she's a very good person. It's gonna work out. Nah.
And that's the one thing that a lot of people don't check on the strong individuals that they know, because I hold myself up to being strong and not vulnerable, and there's times that I have my breakdowns, but nobody knows because I don't let that side show. But it is nice when people just, hey, how are you feeling today? And a lot of people struggle with mental health, but yet they hide it, and I've told you guys before that I'm like really big on mental health because I hit that level of depression. I hit those ideas of suicide. I hit just rock bottom, but I had to build myself up. So for you to be like, oh, I lost it all, I walked away from it all, and that was a choice. Yours was taken from you. Mine was, I was just like, fuck it. I don't need this. And I always look at things differently now. Money comes and goes, materials comes and goes. You can always rebuild from the bottom up. As long as you are fine in your head, you can restart. Every day is a chance to make yourself better. So, and I've just learned all this. And I wasn't like this big into it, 15 years ago when I was going through all this shit with my ex-husband. But now I'm like, you know what? I will never, ever let myself hit that low mentally ever again. And I feel things coming on. I have an addictive personality and I could be addicted to pills and drugs and Xanax and all this other shit. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let mental health take me to this side where I have to be medicated just to function. I have to be medicated just to feel my self-worth. I have to be medicated, to feel a certain way. I would rather fight that battle on my own. And there's days that I'm just like about to snap. And that's where I'm like, okay, let me just be alone. Let me just be alone. Let me just decompress. And it's hard. It's really hard, but you just have to have good people in your corner. And like with you guys seem like you're really tight. So it would be nice every now and then, hey, how are you really feeling? And just be vulnerable with each other. As long as it doesn't leave the circle. So, just be like, I want to cry. I need you to hold me, and just let them. There's times that I cry to my girlfriends because I'm like, I just need to cry it out.
Been held by one of us before.
I've never been held by one of you guys.
Never been held by one of us.
Sometimes I think when it comes to something like that, like being held by another man, I don't scoff at that. I don't think that's crazy.
Because you guys would hug one another if you saw each other at a funeral and it's a mutual person.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
yeah.
Funerals, I'm a
birthday.
Get this hug.
Yeah.
Get this hug, and I need it too.
Yeah. Even if it's just a quick one of those,
Get that beard away from me. Get that damn beard away from me. But isn't May Mental Health Awareness Month?
It is. So this is a good
that?
way.
I never heard of that. Where'd you hear that?
I'm in the medical field.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So it's definitely call your friends, call people, reach out, just talk to them. Hey, how you doing? Ask, are you good? Do you need anything? Just always just lend that ear. Some people just want an ear. They don't necessarily need food, money, a hug. They just want an ear. Just check on them mentally. Just how are you feeling? How is this quarantine going on for you? Do you need to laugh, cry, just talk? There's times that my girlfriend's like, I just need to vent. Don't say nothing because I'm very opinionated. And I'll just let them talk.
Opinionated.
Opinionated podcast. But yeah, some people just need to know that you're there. Like sometimes that just calms us down when we're on that ledge. Just to know that you have somebody genuine.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's and when she's spitting, it's facts.
Check on your friends.
Yeah, because I was, like I said, I've never been that low in my life, and I actually hit bottom. And the good thing about hitting rock bottom, and I know this sounds so cliche, but it's true. There's nothing but up.
Yep.
You got nowhere other to go but up. And once you start, when you realize that you got nowhere to go but up, your life starts to change. You start coming with that positive outlook. Positive stuff started happening. Like since then, listen, man, I've been freaking great. Everything that I lost, I gained back and more.
Mm-hmm.
I gained back my sanity. I'm in a good, stable, healthy relationship. And like I said, me personally, I gave it my last person 100%, and I got burnt. But I always been the one like, you know what? I'm still the next person. I'm going to give you a little bit, but you're eventually going to get all 100%. I'm going to make my damage so you get everything.
That'll be on my deathbed. I give 100%.
Oh, damn.
But no, I get what you mean, because you know what? If you give 100% and they leave and take it, you don't know who you are anymore. You know what I mean? So
I agree with that.
keep some for yourself. You know, and like I said, with my family, my kids are everything to me. Like with them, 100% for everything. But there is times that I need to step away. There's times I need to go on a girls' trip, because that's why that mom killed her 4 boys, because she probably didn't get time away. I'm not saying it's right, but I totally understand. You know what I mean? Because these kids.
What happened?
There is that I forgot what her name is, but this mom that drowned 4 of her sons in the bathtub. Yeah. And I'm just saying, like, nobody probably checked on her. And I do not agree with what she did, but I understand, because you reach a point when you're not mentally right. You know, when nobody checks on you, nobody offers a helping hand. It's just nice to know that if people offer to watch my son, and I'm like, you know what, as much as I complain about it, I can't. He's my responsibility, you know it. But just knowing people are out there to really help out, I'm like, okay, I feel a little bit better that I'm not alone. So, and that's why, like, everybody just reach out to each other. If you're even thinking about this person just out of the blue, reach out to them, because something is saying for you guys to connect.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Thank God for my sister, because that's what saved me in my relationship.
I didn't even know you had a sister.
I got 2 sisters. I got a sister that live in Tennessee. She would call me she knew when I was going through something. She always calls me because she knows I'm going through something. It's just like,
yeah.
Twin sister.
Spidey sense. It's not my
That would be fucking great. That would be insane.
You fucking guys, listen.
Y'all are probably the guys who I would call or hang with.
You came to me
Whenever
crying one time.
Saying I was
You
crying.
did come to me
I
crying,
would have
dog.
no
You was
problem
fucking.
admitting it, but I wasn't crying.
You was fucking. You had tears.
He was sweating from his eyeballs.
That kind of crying.
I might have been sad, but
You
I wasn't crying because I would admit it.
You went to the car and started crying, and tears came in my eyes. I already killed a bitch over you.
Was his bottom lip being stuck in? He was like,
I don't cry. Because you know why? I don't cry easily. I cry at funerals.
Mm-hmm.
I cry at funerals, or I would cry by myself. It's
I cry in the shower.
Just like the pooping thing. I don't do it. It's something that I know I don't do. But I might have been like, I might have been fighting back tears. Like, all right.
Flustered.
I might have been like, yeah, like that shit crazy. But
your head was down, your eyes red.
Keep saying I was crying. He keeps telling me I was crying. I would have no problem admitting.
Hey, why you not admitting you crying? Yeah.
I have no problem admitting it. I didn't admit it.
But you're trying to admit it right now.
Hey, listen, this is how I know you was crying. I had a girl in the crib that I was like trying to get some buns from. I didn't leave that car for hours talking to you, and came back in the crib. She was asleep. You know how hard it is to try to get some ass when she goes to sleep?
Not hard at all. Not hard at all.
Not today. You
Probably
that mood has left the
You
building.
about to get dickmatized.
Out of your sleep.
like, I'll put you back to sleep, baby. Don't worry.
Dog, so like you was like, listen, man, listen, listen, you was crying, dog. You can.
It keeps telling me this. I wasn't, but all right. For the sake of the story, I guess I was crying, and I have no problem. The funny thing is, I have no problem admitting it
Until today.
No, I have no problem admitting it because it's not something. It's not something to feel like bad about. You know what I'm saying? It's not something to feel bad about. Men crying, it's not something to feel bad about.
You can cry. It's all right, guys.
And
I think it's
hugging
refreshing.
your friend and checking on your friends.
Yeah,
is not
check on
something to
friends,
feel bad about.
family, everything. Just let them know that you're there.
That's it.
Yeah.
That could be the difference. That could be the difference in what could save them if they're thinking about, you know what I mean? Thinking about who doesn't love them, or, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is.
Yeah, their self-worth, their questioning. Just be like, hey man, I'm here for you if you need to talk. That's all people need to hear, you know.
Absolutely.
And it makes a big difference just to be that ear, you know, and that shoulder. But I know you guys are against holding each other.
We've done it before.
It's okay.
And we'll do it again.
And we'll do it again.
Yeah, because I mean, just
Sometimes it's like
people connect, you know, and if you have that strong connection and you're thinking of them, just fucking reach out.
Yep.
So
Hey Dre, like you reached out to me and you was crying.
And Kev's a great hugger.
The best.
He's a great hugger.
The best.
Great
See
guys.
those big strong arms?
Somebody always keep him crossed. He's ready to hug somebody
He's
right
ready.
now.
Spontaneous hug syndrome.
You guys are fucking weird.
All right. So, why don't you tell them more about your podcast and where they can find you at?
So you guys can find me on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all the platforms. I have been revamping my show. I prefer to go live because it's just more raw, authentic instead of editing. And my show, Chismeandcocktails, is going to be a little bit different after all because I am relocating to the East Coast in a few weeks. Yeah, to the DC area if they don't burn it down by now. So hopefully there will still be a city by the time I get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find me. The link is on my Instagram, my Facebook. I have to redo my Facebook. It's horrible. I'm not a techie person, so doing all this shit by myself, it's hard. So bear with me, guys.
We understand.
I'm doing
Trust
it
me.
all by myself too. These guys don't fucking help. Listen.
I'm pretty sure I help, but it's okay.
This guy said he said he fucking helps, right?
I said I don't.
He said he does
Oh,
it.
I'm about to say. I thought the guy said he helps.
So,
But yeah, thanks for having me on. This was great. I love that, the 3 different opinions. You guys have great conversations. I love watching you guys. I do share your stories, so this is good. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you
Appreciate it.
for having us. And we have no problem jumping on yours whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah,
Just,
for sure. I
got-
definitely
you got
need
my
male
phone
opinions.
You got
Yeah.
my phone number, so just shoot us a text and listen. We set up. Make sure we, it's
Yeah.
Get it right. But
For sure.
all righty. So that was today's episode. We want to thank you guys for joining in. This episode will be available on the Spotify this Tuesday. It's going to be available on YouTube Friday.
Not only Spotify, Google
Congrats.
Play.
iTunes,
iTunes.
was it Apple Podcasts?
Applecast.
Applecast.
The Big Apple. Don't forget to subscribe. Check both of our programs out, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
All right,
Come on,
guys.
get it.
Bye.
No, and I'm Cool Kev, and this is Dash.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, he's such an ass clown.
We were your host.
It's all good.
Cool Kev.
And I'm Big Dre, a.k.a. Dr.
Andy.
Octopus. Bye, everybody.
And our
Okay.
guest.
Oh, shit, come on. Come on.
God damn, you fucking.
How about you start over?
We want to all right, I'm going to start the whole outro over. We're not going to edit any of this. That was today's show. We want to thank you guys. We were your host,
Good.
Dash.
Cool Kev.
and I'm Big Dre, and we want to thank our guest.
The obnoxious goddess, Athena.
And for the second time, we'll catch you guys later.
Peace.
All right, bye, guys. Check on each other.
Absolutely.
All right, stay safe.